Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to this online conference. My name is Christian Wildt from the Hanse-Parlament in Germany, and today's topic is excellent managers and executives through further training to become technicians or master craftsmen. I will start with a short introduction about the challenges and importance of small and medium-sized enterprises, and then I will go on with detailed information about the technician training. So, why are SMEs important? First of all, SMEs make up 99.8% of all companies operating in Europe. This means only 0.2% are large companies. At the same time, 92.8% of the SMEs employ less than 10 employees, meaning that 9 out of 10 SMEs are micro SMEs. And of more than 150 million employees in the European Union, 2/3 work for SMEs. In the period from 2010 to 2015, 85% of all new jobs in the European Union were created by SMEs. This means SMEs are in fact the backbone of Europe's economy. But SMEs in the Baltic Sea region need to face three major challenges. First of all, there is a large and growing shortage of skilled workers. This is caused by a low birth rate and, especially in Eastern Europe, emigration, meaning that the pool of skilled workers that companies can choose from is getting smaller, and that these workers have more options to choose from. So, as a company, you need to offer them something that they start working in your company. Second, there is a huge entrepreneur gap and a need for securing business transfers. Our research has shown that up to 6% of companies in Eastern Europe need to be transferred per year. And at the moment, many of these transfers fail because there are not enough trained successors. And in fact, this is a huge problem because every year more jobs are destroyed due to failed business transfers than are created by new startup activities. And the third point are increasing qualifications and the need for strengthening innovation. In today's connected world, competitors are getting closer, competition is getting stronger, and the tasks are getting more complex. So you need very skilled workers to do the job and to be successful for your company. So I brought some numbers for you, and we can see there the change of population by age group from 2010 to 2030. We see that in the Baltic countries, Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, there is a sharp decline. Also in Germany, a sharp decline. In Poland, up to 20%. Only exception are Norway and Sweden, where the young labor force is growing. But all other countries have to face a decline in the labor force. A great way to overcome these challenges is the training as a technician. It helps to recruit highly qualified specialists and managers, for example, by the vocational education and training in companies, and it's also an excellent preparation for young entrepreneurs. The technician training is already established in Germany. It's a system that has proved its worth for many decades. Many companies are participating in this training, and many technicians have been trained in the last decades. In Poland, the technician training will be introduced by law from 2020 within the framework of industry competence centers. The first stage was implemented in 2017, meaning the 3-year dual vocational training. It started in 2017, takes 3 years, so by summer 2020, the first generation finishes the dual vocational training and can start right away the 2-year technician training as an additional opportunity to acquire University of Applied Science qualification. What's the prerequisite for the training? A trainee who wants to become a technician needs to complete a vocational training in the corresponding profession or in a related profession before. It takes about 2 years with 2,400 hours of lessons, and it's structured in 4 main modules. Module A is the general principle model with 4 individual models. Model B, the specialized qualification model with 9 individual models and an interdisciplinary work project. Model C, the business administration model, has 5 individual models, and the main model D, the vocational and occupational pedagogy model, with 4 individual models. Important is that the main models A, C, and D are uniform for all professions. Only the main model B is focusing on one occupation and therefore occupation specific. In the ICC for VET program, we established 2-stage industry competence centers of vocational education and training. And the ICC for VET program was carried out within the Erasmus Plus project from the 1st of September 2017 until 31st of August 2020. In the ICC for VET program, we developed the curricula, the teaching materials, and the examination regulations uniform for the Baltic Sea region for construction technicians. And we tested and evaluated the whole program and the materials in Germany, in Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. And as I already mentioned, for other professions, you only need to redesign Model B. Now, I will explain a little bit more detailed the 4 different models. The main model A consists of 4 individual models. Model A1, work-related English, consists of 150 hours of lessons and can be taught partially occupational. The Model A2, native tongue teaching, with 90 lessons, can be taught cross-professional, meaning that trainees from different professions can study this model together in classes. Then the Model A3, politics, sociology, and environmental technology, consists of 100 lessons, can be also taught cross-professional. And the Model A4, energy consulting and building services, with 150 lessons. The main Model B is the occupation-specific model and consists of 1,500 hours of specialized qualification training. There are in total 9 models and an interdisciplinary project work. The Model B1, structural design, is included with 315 hours of lessons. Then the Model B2, construction drawing, with 130 lessons. Then the Model B3, mathematics, geometry, and physics, with 180 lessons. Material science, chemistry, with 200 hours of lessons. Building law, with 80 hours of lessons. It's important that this model needs to be country specific, as there are different building laws in each country. Model B6, construction management, 125 hours. Then the Model B7, technician mechanics, with 220 hours. And the Model B8, construction machinery and equipment, with 15 hours. Then the Model B9, surveying technology, with 70 hours. And in the end, the interdisciplinary project work, with 120 hours. The main Model C is the business administration model and consists in total of 380 hours of lessons. It starts with determining corporate competitiveness with 80 lessons. Then the Model C2, preparing, completing, and evaluating startup and takeover activities with 85 lessons. Then the Model C3, developing corporate government strategies with 100 lessons. The Model C4, basic computer skills, bookkeeping, using commercial software with 50 lessons. And the Model C5, innovation management with 60 lessons. In this model, it's very important to highlight that all of these contents can be taught cross-professional and also separately from the technician training, meaning that a vocational school can offer only the main Model C as a separate course finishing with the degree business economist. So, for example, individuals who are interested in taking over a business or starting a business can only study Model C, for example, after completing the vocational education and training, and then become a business economist after 380 hours of lessons and the corresponding examination. The fourth model is the main Model D, vocational and occupational pedagogy. Model D1 is reviewing of training requirements and training planning with 20 lessons. Model D2, the training preparation and assisting in recruiting prospective trainees with 20 lessons. The Model D3, conducting trainings with 50 lessons. And the Model D4, completing of training and with 15 hours of lessons. In this main model, it's also important to highlight that all of this can be taught cross-professional, meaning in classes with people from different professions. And this model, again, can be taught separately from the technician training, and a person who completes only the main Model D with the corresponding examination can receive the degree trainer. So let's compare a little bit the master's training with the technician's training. As we know, the master's training consists of 4 parts. Part 1, the professional practice and masterpiece. Part 2, the specialist theory. Part 3, business administration. Part 4, vocational and work pedagogy. Part 1 and Part 2 of the master's training are corresponding to main Model B of the technician's training. And Part 3, the business administration model, is the same as main Model C, the business administration. And part number 4, the vocational and work pedagogy, is the same as main Model D, vocational and occupational pedagogy. In the master's training, the part 3, business administration, leads to commercial business administrator, and part 4, only this part is called the trainer suitability. So all the curricula, all the teaching materials, examinations, regulations, and so on have been already fully developed and finished. They have been tested in practice and evaluated in Germany, in Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. On the basis of these evaluation results, the documents were revised and completed, and from now on, all documents will be available for use in several languages, free of charge. You can download them anywhere you want and use them for your own trainings. So let me sum up the opportunities the technician training brings to you. First of all, it's a great opportunity for all vocational education and training institutions to realize this important educational opportunity. We develop the curricula and the training examinations uniform for many countries. So any vocational school can use the technician training and implement the training in their school. Also, it's a great opportunity for all people with vocational training for professional career and to secure their job. This technician training means that young people can be further qualified in their profession. This means their jobs become more secure and their career perspectives are better. And for young people who want to start their own business or take over an existing business as a successor, this technician training is also a great education for those people. And finally, the biggest beneficiary group, the small and medium enterprises. With the technician training implemented in vocational schools, the SMEs have a large advantage in recruiting specialists, managers, and entrepreneurs. I thank you a lot for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I wish you a very nice day.